For decades, a profound secret lay buried within the Soviet Union, so monumental that its revelation threatened to shatter the worldviews and belief systems of everyone on the planet. This is the incredible story of the Soviet Union's very own Roswell incident, an event paralleling the famous 1947 UFO crash in Roswell, New Mexico, that was swiftly dismissed by the US government as merely a weather balloon. But unlike Roswell, the extraordinary events that transpired within the frozen vastness of the Siberian tundra, that very same year, were locked away under an impenetrable veil of state secrecy. Until now. Throughout this program, we'll be peeling back the layers of secrecy to reveal brand new, never before shared information. Recently, formerly classified KGB documents detailing these events were leaked and decrypted. And for the first time ever, we hear directly from the surviving Soviet scientists, military personnel, and intelligence operatives who witnessed these otherworldly events firsthand over 75 years ago. Their testimony, combined with the documents, finally reveal the truth about one of the most closely guarded secrets of the Cold War era. What you are about to see is a story that transcends regimes, ideologies, and borders, but one that may have profoundly impacted the trajectory of the entire Cold War struggle between the Soviet Union and the United States. It was 1947, a time of heightened tensions and clandestine operations. In the remote reaches of Siberia, far from prying eyes, something extraordinary was about to occur. Deep within the Siberian wilderness, multiple unidentified flying objects crashed to Earth, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Teams of investigators were dispatched to the crash sites, tasked with unraveling the mystery of the downed UFOs.
I never forget the moment when I first saw the wreckage site. The debris field, it stretched for miles and miles. What amazed us at first was how varied the debris fields were. It was clear these were not all pieces from one alien craft, but from many ships with different designs and materials. Our theories indicated some kind of catastrophic incident or battle happened in Earth's orbit.
The perception of this event, either as potential American weapons test or even preemptive alien threat, it gripped highest levels of Soviet regime with paranoia and mistrust.
As investigators combed through the wreckage of the crashed UFOs, they made a startling discovery: the bodies of extraterrestrial beings.
At first, they thought they were simply human casualties from whatever aircraft had crashed. But after closer examination, we realized these biological specimens were distinctly not human. Our first orders were to secure the entire crash area and ensure this event stayed a complete secret, not just from the West, but from our citizens too. The have-not teams carefully cataloged and transferred all biological specimens to a secret research facility.
When the first extraterrestrial corpses arrived at our lab, it was both disturbing and exhilarating for our team of scientists. On one hand, we were face to face with intricate anatomies and physiologies that clearly did not originate from this planet. Yet at the same time, we had the opportunity to unravel the secrets of alien life itself.
Scientists worked tirelessly to analyze the alien remains, hoping to unlock the secrets of their biology and physiology.
The extraterrestrial corpses showed astonishing genetic and anatomical diversity, confirming that multiple ultra-intelligent species from across the cosmos had converged on our world.
Alongside the discovery of alien bodies, investigators recovered fragments of advanced technology from the crashed UFOs.
Once we had meticulously cataloged all the biological specimens, our teams turned full focus to the extraordinary technology recovered from the crash sites. The materials science alone was light years beyond anything in the Soviet arsenal or American capabilities at that time.
Even most rudimentary components we salvaged from the wreckage represented an incomprehensible leap in electrical engineering. We studied circuitry systems that seemed to integrate laserian technology with some form of crystalline pulsed energy source.
Scientists labored day and night, reverse engineering the alien technology in the hopes of unlocking its secrets and harnessing its power.
The most astonishing find was retrieving partially intact alien computer systems from the wreckage. Even with severe damage, these machines showed undeniable evidence of molecular quantum computing capabilities.
While we had difficulty understanding this alien technology, we knew it had big implications, not just for our science progress, but for shifting global power during the Cold War. National security was the main focus, more than scientific pursuits.
As scientists continued to explore the wreckage of the crashed UFOs, they made a remarkable discovery.
Just when we thought we had witnessed the limits of the inconceivable, our forensics team made another chilling discovery among the wreckage. They located several reinforced chambers designed to protect their contents against catastrophic damage.
At first, we assumed these armored pods contained maybe the ship's data recorders or critical supplies. But when we carefully opened the interior compartments, our jaws dropped, suspended in a kind of xenobiological stasis were living, breathing alien life forms. What truly surprised us was finding these stasis pods had kept alive not just one alien species, but many different beings.
It was immediately clear these were very intelligent, sentient explorers from another world. Their vital signs were stable, and it was clear the stasis technology was keeping them in a sort of xeno-hibernation.
In that moment, we realized the huge implications and possible threat. We were no longer just salvaging an alien craft, but taking into custody living extraterrestrial beings. This changed everything.
With the discovery of intact aliens and advanced technology, scientists embarked on a quest to reverse engineer and repair the crashed UFOs. Their goal was ambitious: to unlock the secrets of alien propulsion systems and computer technology, with the hope of replicating their capabilities.
Reverse engineering alien technology was like decoding a language from another world. We faced concepts and principles that stretched the limits of human understanding.
Once the xenobiology team was able to slowly revive the alien beings from stasis, our greatest challenge became opening lines of communication. We first tried simple symbolic exchanges, but quickly realized their intelligence was far beyond such primitive methods.
The aliens remained mostly unresponsive to our gestures and pictograms. Eventually, they seemed to understand our efforts at making contact and took the initiative themselves.
Scientists worked tirelessly, analyzing the alien technology and their systems in the hopes of uncovering their secrets.
There were persistent fears among the leadership that any knowledge of extraterrestrial beings could disrupt the party's ideology and destabilize Soviet control.
As scientists made progress in their efforts to understand alien technology, they faced another challenge: communicating with the awakened extraterrestrial beings.
Once they had established effective communication with the extraterrestrial beings, the highest orders came directly from the Kremlin. We were to negotiate the terms of their repatriation and study the full scope of their technological capabilities by any means necessary.
Through the deep bond of intraspecies empathic transference, we learned that these aliens were an advanced exploratory seed force, bio-navigationally encoded to remap the paths of intelligent life across this part of the galaxy. Their mission was to be non-interference observers of developing worlds, until their craft suffered catastrophic system failures from an attack by another alien species.
Our leadership made it clear we would offer accommodation only in exchange for comprehensive data transfers of their scientific and propulsion systems.
What we didn't fully grasp was the depth of their species' intuitive cosmic perspective. They refused to share any knowledge that could be used for unethical advantage or weaponization by our primitive civilization. Later, we discovered that the atomic weapons programs conducted by the United States and Soviet Union in the late 1940s were what initially attracted these alien explorers to our planet for closer study. Somehow, their arrivals coincided, leading to a conflict unfolding in the skies above Siberia.
This didn't go well with our military contingent on the project. The negotiations grew increasingly tense and distrustful on both sides. What became disturbingly clear was that the aliens held a deep apprehension, even outright distrust, toward our nation's totalitarian system of governance and control. There were clearly philosophical and ethical barriers we could not overcome.
It was only when we finally understood their urgent telepathic warnings about the consequences of rapid planetary exploitation that we realized we had no choice but to cooperate with them.
We received only one chilling order: do whatever was necessary to secure the assets and the departure of the aliens by any means. It was as if these extraterrestrials specifically viewed the American democratic ideology and way of life more favorably.
And so, the alien explorers made preparations to depart our planet and rejoin their celestially encoded mission paths. But their imparted warnings about the consequences of reckless planetary overexploitation left an indelible mark on the Soviet scientists and leaders they encountered. The terms of the negotiations remain shrouded in mystery, but what is clear is that the events of the Soviet Roswell incident had far-reaching implications for the Cold War era and beyond.
In the final years of Stalin's authoritarian rule over the Soviet Empire, his fears of cosmic events' consequences became an obsession. Convinced that American intelligence agencies had spies within the secret project, many scientists, intelligence officers, and military personnel involved in discovering the UFOs and alien beings were abruptly removed, some imprisoned without trial in harsh labor camps, never to be heard from again.
All records and evidence were buried in fortified underground archives.
Some have long speculated that the explorers' apparent contempt for the Soviet system and refusal to share their cosmic knowledge more freely may have kicked off a domino effect, spinning the USSR into economic stagnation and philosophical demise that ultimately led to its collapse years later. But many questions remain unanswered. What secrets lie hidden in the depths of the Soviet Roswell incident? And how did this enigmatic event shape the course of history in ways we are only beginning to understand?